Peanut Butter, Chicago, Illinois. Peanut Butter helps companies offer student loan assistance as a benefit. Meet David Aronson. Peanut Butter.
The market for talent is hot. With unemployment low and job hopping high, it's never been harder to get and keep good people. But many of America's most sought-after workers have one thing in common: student debt, a lot of it. Now, employers can stand out in the competitive market for talent with Peanut Butter student loan assistance. When companies provide student loan resources, employees can take control of their loans. And with student loan repayment, employers can contribute directly toward employees' student debt. When employers help, everyone wins. Not only do workers get out from under their debt quicker, but companies can hire faster and retain talent longer. Today, Peanut Butter is trusted by top employers in technology, healthcare, financial services, and beyond. Our solution was built for employers and has become known for being easy to use. It's what's earned us the trust of leading payroll and benefits providers that have recently agreed to distribute Peanut Butter to their 800,000 clients that employ 70 million workers. We're relocating our company to Buffalo to source the go-to-market team that will capitalize on our distribution partnerships and sales pipeline. In fact, following this competition, we'll post the first 5 local jobs. Student loans are the problem of a generation. In the next 5 years, student loan assistance will become a ubiquitous employee benefit. The opportunity for employers to differentiate is today, and the chance for Buffalo to win is now. So let's do this together.
To the people of Buffalo, Dave and the team at Peanut Butter is so pumped to do business with you and 43rd North. So be ready, be pumped, because they are pumped.
You're ready.
We'll start with you.
Great idea, David. I actually sent the link of your site to our HR director because I think it really needed and really helpful. But on the other hand, what happens next year if Bernie or Elizabeth are presidents and college is free?
It's a good question.
Thank you. Currently, there's a lot of wood to chop on the student debt pile. If college were to become free, it would cost the American taxpayers a lot of money. But I don't know that the student debt that's out there could ever be forgiven. There's $1.5 trillion that would create a significant drag on the US economy. It's more than the budget could afford. Now, what's more likely to happen in the election process is that a more moderate bill passes and student loan assistance becomes tax advantaged. There are 2 bills in Congress that would make that happen, and each of those would be incredibly positive for our business.
Well, let's hope that happens. David,
So,
good answer.
so my question's for Oren, if that was a political prediction. No. And my question is, are you selling to employers, or is ADP selling to the employers? And if the former, how are you going to do that? Because it's really hard to reach everybody, and selling into HR is tough. And if the latter, how is ADP gonna and the other distributors gonna properly represent your product?
The answer is both. Today, we have happy and referenceable customers. We've been fortunate over 3 years of service to maintain a 100% customer retention rate. Our clients talk about the results that they're getting. They're able to hire faster, they're able to retain talent longer. They've rated us 4.9 stars on public reviews, so we see inbound leads from employers. Today, we're working 400 live sales opportunities that represent $8 million in potential annual recurring revenue. And that's without spending on marketing. We've recently signed these distribution agreements, and part of what the 43North investment will allow us to do is capitalize on those agreements so that we can properly push through the channel. In the last month, I've personally been in front of 1,500 ADP sales reps. We've implemented multi-channel marketing and sales initiatives that provides significant compensation to their representatives, along with content that can help inform their clients so that they can make the right decisions.
Good answer.
So ADP is a big service for lots of big companies. A lot of the folks that you're trying to help out are younger people who go to more middle, small, startup kinds of things. What about the Insperities or the JustWorks or the Zenefits of the world? How do you integrate with those kinds of companies?
Good question. We have already created a partnership with one of the largest PEOs, which is the same line of business as Insperity. The company is called ProService Hawaii. You might be surprised, though. ADP is the largest payroll provider in the mid-market, companies with 100 to 1,000 employees, and the second largest in the small business arena. We have, in addition to the economic incentives we put in place, we also have a complete technology integration with their systems so that each payroll platform that they offer is fully integrated with Peanut Butter.
I have one more question. Denver, please.
So could you go into a little bit more detail about the unit economics associated with your business model so that we can understand how the money flows?
Sure. High level, a 500 employee company is worth about $8,000 a year to us. A 5,000 employee company is worth about $53,000 a year to us. Let me break down that 500 employee company. The 500 employee company has the opportunity to purchase either student loan resources on a company-wide basis, where for $2,500 a year, they would make our technology available to their team members. If they decide to contribute to the repayment of employees' loans, they determine who's eligible, they determine how much they'd like to contribute, we implement the plan. Our expectation is that about 20% of their employees would enroll at a rate of $5 per participant per month in fees to us, so that gets $6,000 per year from repayment for a total of $8,500.
We'll have to end it there. Why peanut butter? Why do you call it peanut
It's the only thing people can afford to eat in college.
butter? There you go. Good answer.